Alrighty. We're back. Look at this. I love this hallway. It's so nice. But we are back. Episode 3 of Noveria. Look at this. I love that wall. It's a nice wall, you know? Like, I just like this area. This is one of the most peaceful, like, hallways to me. I don't know why. I like hallways. It's very liminal. Transitional spaces. I used to stand here and pretend like I was actually sitting in there and I'd eat snacks and stuff in real life. And just have my character standing here and feel like I'm sitting in, like I've taken refuge from the cold. And it's very cold in here, but it's definitely not windy and cold outside. Like, this is a little bit warmer in here and safe. You know, it's nice. Alright. Ping pong tables. Why are you playing so much ping pong? The business place. Alright, this cool part.
What was that?
Animals, wind. This place is in bad shape.
Those are my favorite creatures. I love them. Here come the green babies. Boing!
Those things.
Xenobiology is not my field. Maybe someone in the labs knows.
Oh. Are you gonna jump scare me? First time I played this, it popped out while I was over here getting something, and that was terrifying because I was definitely cornered. Another nice hallway to another elevator. Would you look at that? Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I burp 24/7. It's a curse.
A backup power system, Commander.
The damage is not extensive. It could be repaired.
I still hear screaming. Are we done? Okay. Oh yeah, I have to start it up first. Cool, pretty lights.
Critical startup error. Virtual intelligence user interface offline. Manual boot
required. Okay. Can I boot this manually? Any manual boots? There we go. Alrighty, babies. I'm not looking up a walkthrough at all. I did that all by myself.
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
How do I shut this thing up?
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
Commander Shepard. I work for the Citadel's Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please. Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shutdown in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
Do you know why the reactor was shut down?
I'm sorry, but I was offline at the time. Shutdown could occur if reactor breach seems likely, or in the case of catastrophic laboratory containment failure. Emergency guidelines suggest the frigid environment will kill biological contagions. It may also damage mechanical ones.
Turn off the heat and hope the cold puts whatever you have unleashed to sleep.
What do I need to do to get the power back on?
The valves to the helium-3 fuel line must be opened. This can be done at the controls on the reactor assembly proper.
What are the landlines, and why are they disabled?
The landlines connect my mainframes here at Central Station to the various sub-facilities of Peak 15. This allows the crew to remotely access my databases from the comfort and security of their labs. When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatically ejected.
How do I reconnect the landlines?
The landlines are designed for easy reconnection. The router for the landlines is on the roof of operations. Simply activate the controls and the hardware will reconnect and reboot automatically.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
Tell me what occurred immediately before you shut down.
Stage 1 alert issued at Hot Labs. Contaminants released from Laboratory Pod Gamma. Emergency protocols implemented. Stage 2 alert issued at Hot Labs. Isolation 2 breached. Tram shut down. Landline to Hot Labs disconnected. Stage 3 alert issued locally. Contaminants in tram tunnels. Station shutdown and evacuation initiated. Code Omega sent.
What sort of contaminants escaped?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
I thought because I was a Spectre I could hear that.
The creatures we've encountered here, did they come from the labs?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that.
Why were you taken offline?
In the event, Peak 15 must be sterilized for security purposes. My program and data are purged.
They kill you if something goes wrong?
My systems are permanently disabled. To be killed, I would need to be alive. I am merely a database program.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you
Logging
out.
you out.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Now exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Sorry, I'm texting real quick. Okay. I'll try and finish texting. It's okay. I didn't see that guy. how noodly they are. It's so pretty.
User
I
alert.
like noodles.
Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
I don't need to open the mirror terminal here, because I know the on button is right here. Landline's repaired. Need to go back downstairs. Alright, gonna text real quick.
User alert. Main reactor shut
I'm
down.
just gonna punch him. Let me punch ya. Bonk. Okay, that didn't work. Thanks. Alright, so we can go here now. Another elevator!
Now entering main reactor. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Ugh. Sorry, I'm trying to text, finish my text and stuff. Okay. It's time for shooty bang bang! Well, not
User
yet, I guess.
alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Alright, I'm gonna pause real quick. Alright, we're back. I really love this part. This used to kill me so much right here, this part. And you wanna know why? Because of this bastard right here.
Reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual.
Ta-da! Button's fixed. Now let's keep going upstairs. I love this game. I love it. I love this area. I love everything about it. Such a cool area. I wonder how much money it took to build this place, you know? Like, if it were, like, IRL. So pretty. Makes me want to draw. It makes me want to make art. Maybe I'll do that later. And there's something else up here. Yep. This game has my heart. I'd marry it if I could. If you had to pick a place in Mass Effect to live, where would you? Or at least to physically be. I don't know if I could like, bear to live here for very long, but I'd definitely love to live here for a little bit. sure I did everything right. To Rift Station assignments. I think I did everything. UNC. Sorry, I don't need to worry about those. Samples. Okay, yeah. Alright. Back in the elevator we go, baby. I'm gonna take some pictures of some rocks I found the other day. I love collecting rocks. I don't even know what type they are, really. I'm not the... I should probably learn different types of minerals and rocks, because I love minerals, I love plants, I love all that stuff. And I might go back to school and learn that kind of stuff and be a scientist in that field. I don't know. I really don't know what I want to do, because I wanted to be a physicist for the longest of times. But the amount of math it was going to take would, like, made me want to jump off a bridge. So I have a degree in art now, media arts and animation. And I'm also thinking of, like,
Now entering decontamination.
once you have your bachelor's, depending on your field, it's pretty easy to get a master's, especially in art. And so I was thinking I should get my master's, and then I could, like, get a degree in something else. Like, I love school. I absolutely love going to school.
They're locked in.
Oops.
The door could be finessed. It appears that the trams to the subsidiary stations are beyond it.
School was always one of my favorite things, and I do wish, like, going to gymnastics and all, I actually honestly wished that I was a student instead, because I loved school, but I ended up having to homeschool and all that stuff and didn't get to go to physical school or do any clubs or anything like that. But college was one of my favorite things. I loved being in class, I loved learning, I loved school so much. And I want to do it again.
Control group, loosen them. They're in... Can't escape. The tunnels now. We're sorry. The leads couldn't get to the struck. Get out while you can.
He killed himself because he was part of whatever happened here?
He must have felt there was no hope of surviving, that killing himself would be easier.
Electronic skill too low. That's good, because I don't want to burn them alive. That's what that button does, and that feels cruel to me. But it's cruel either way. I just don't want to kill them, but, I mean, they're gonna kill me if I don't. Man, imagine if your children were small and could crawl around and explode. That'd be horrific. Look at this lovely hallway. So pretty. And I love this blue. It's a nice blue. Like teal blue, I guess. I love this train station. I don't think there's anything in this game that I haven't said I love. Look at that. Look at that sunlight moving. Oh my god, it's pretty. Because you know you're under like hundreds of layers of ice. It's so beautiful here. Look at that. Look at that sun shining through. It reminds me of this one picture we learned about in school of a train station. I'll probably have to look for a picture of it and post it up here. Oh yeah, I was going to post pictures of my rocks that I found as well. Okay, so here are my rocks. Look at them. They're very pretty. I found that geode looking thing outside of my work. And that little, I like the little white clear one. He's very pretty. And that other one, it looks like coffee and cream. That's what I'm going to call it, coffee and cream. Yeah, the end. They're just pretty rocks, and I want to polish them and make them look nice. And here's that image of the train station. And it doesn't exist anymore. I'll have to look for the name of it. And I'll post it on screen. But we can't find images of this place like this anymore. Like in the modern day, you can't take this picture anymore because buildings are blocking the sunlight. But it's just something we learned about in the early days of photography, since photography is still one of the newest forms of art. Look at this. I'm lagging. I wonder if it'll let me run.
Departing Central Station.
No!
Destination, Rift Station.
The thing I love to do is it wouldn't lock me in place in the non-legendary version, and I could run up to the window like a child and watch the tunnel.
Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
And something I would do, I would stop too quickly. This is another mistake I used to always make. I would be too hasty, and I would just click the nearest button. Like, I'd click this one on accident instead of this one to open the door. And then I would just have to get sent back. And then I'd have to click the button and come all the way back. And one time I did it twice, 2 times in a row. I was so pissed off. Alrighty. Let's save. So pretty through here. I hope I do this part right, because I fucked it up before. Okay. Kiss me hard before you go. Summertime sadness.
Stand down.
I just wanted you
Sorry,
to
we
know.
couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
I'd only be upset if they'd fired.
Even hopped up on stems, my people know the rule. 2 legs good, 4 legs bad.
That's racist.
You're human, and that's enough that I won't shoot. I'd like to know who you are.
My name is Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week.
That was supposed to be a horse sound.
He ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
Sir, where are your eyebrows?
You were taken by surprise and had civilians.
It's
to
okay.
protect. You did a good
You don't have
job,
to have eyebrows
Captain.
to look cool.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
I'm not going to let any of your people die.
All I can do is hold out here and protect the civilians. There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. It can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
Tell me about the defenses here.
Secure enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
I was just impressed with your operation. Being able to weather a week of assaults is no mean feat.
Only the best get assigned to high-security facilities like this. What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and cameras. They're all routed through a central location out by the quarantine labs. One guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
What kind of research is done here?
Beats me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable one. Something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. We've got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only. Listen. I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
Yeah, I get it.
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
Fair enough.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. They made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter!
That's not a good time to sneeze.
Thanks for the help.
His body's just floating around in the background.
It's actually better since
What the? What the fuck just happened?
I'll do whatever I can.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses.
Oh,
Even animals should
I
learn
love
not to
this game.
stick their noses where it hurts.
all right. Now he's up here. What is happening? What is this? What the? Okay, that was cool. All right, that made my day. Okay. Can I check this pewter? No? All right. On my pewter. I'll have to post that meme. All right, I'm gonna pause here because I have to pee and I've got to get some coffee. So I'm gonna save real quick. Alrighty, I'm back. Let's talk to her. She hates me.
You're a member of the science teams?
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic-enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
That's a bit technical for me.
I am very good at tracking inherited variations in genetic sequences. I'm sure you would find it quite dull.
No, that's actually kind of cool.
You seem less upset at this situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Alestia Ayalis from the University of Arraeus. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or should I just spout random facts?
Did I interrupt something?
I was meditating. I suppose to a species as brash as yours, it would appear to be inattention.
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Why ask me, and not your friend?
Because I do not know anything about the matriarch.
Then why would I?
That's all for now.
Then I will return to my...
Science puce. She just bug out and leave.
Got a smoke? We're all out.
What? No! Sorry, I haven't had much sleep since the attack. Is there something you need?
What sort of work do you do here?
I can't say. I signed a non-disclosure agreement. If we survive, I'd like to keep my job. The location is terrible, but the pay is better than any other commercial lab.
You're not happy on Peak 15?
The outside world doesn't exist here, just walls of ice and rock. There's only the work, the discovery. It's easy to forget why science is guided by ethics. Maybe we're paying for that now.
What do you know about the hot labs?
Nothing, I didn't work there. As far as I know, Han Olar was the only survivor.
Is he in the medical ward?
No, he's staying in the science team's quarters. Be gentle with him. He had a trying experience.
What do you do here?
I'm a toxicologist. I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything since the accident.
There was an accident here?
I can't talk about what happened. Not here. Too public. Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. He was the project lead.
I'm looking for an Asari.
Asari? Well, there's Dr. Ayalis over there. There's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
How are you holding up?
It would be petty to complain after showering off a coworker's brain. None of us have had enough sleep since the attack. Of course, not all of us have guns.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
You're not gonna go to the hot labs, are you?
Where did they come from? Were they in the lab? I never went in the high security areas.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
I heard there were some problems up here.
Furtively, I am concerned about the state of our guards. Many have been awake for days. For now, with forced cheer, I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventralis.
let's upgrade, baby. Is that even better? Only on the biotic, but I do need that. Upgrade my points. What should I do? Oops. My phone keeps fucking not sending messages. It's driving me insane. I have to keep powering it off and powering it back on just to send texts. And I don't know how to fix it.
Hang on. What do you want?
I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you did nothing wrong. I'm just distracted.
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I understand your caution, but I need details. What you say won't go beyond these walls.
It's a bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature. But there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
It doesn't matter how safe you make it. Biological weapons are illegal.
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
Is there a cure, Doctor? A treatment?
Our first priority was getting it working. We were close to synthesizing an antidote when Mira went down. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
What will it take to get the cure for these people?
The quarantine labs are near the science team's quarters. Once you're in there, look for our notes. It should just be a matter of following our processes.
How's the science team holding up?
Better than Ventralis' guards. They've been on alert since the first attack. I've been administering stims at their request. But every species needs to sleep. They're getting twitchy, irrational.
Are you the doctor here?
I'm our doctor, but not the doctor. My specialty is microbiology, not first aid. We had a medic, Dr. Sala, but we lost him. The automatics can handle basic treatment. Mira,
talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
Yeah.
Stay alert. Being cold beats being dead.
The sooner we are off this frozen